Hi, for this short tutorial we'll talk about how to install and then access ArcGIS Pro. You can see here, this is an example of the flash drive that I might give you, or you might be able to download from Blackboard, but you can see there's a folder here called ArcGIS Pro 2.6. It might have a slightly different name. You can click on this folder and it has the executable in order to install ArcGIS Pro. And what you do is you click on this executable. It might uninstall the data to a folder on your computer, and then you just click on that executable there to install your software. And you just click next, 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 and make sure you install it on your actual computer, your hard drive, which is your C drive, as opposed to like an external hard drive or a flash drive, because you probably won't have enough space and it's difficult to run software off of external hard drives. Now, in order to install ArcGIS Pro, it needs to be on a Windows PC. It can't be a Mac unless you have a Windows partition, and something like a Chromebook or a tablet doesn't have the operating system in order to manage ArcGIS Pro. So you click on the exe. In this case, it may uninstall it. It may place it onto somewhere on your C drive, and you'll just run this exe from there, but it will run and install the software. So now there's a number of different ways to access the actual software, because we can install the software, but being able to access it is a different story. Now, one way that you can do it, and when you install your software, it'll look something like this, and it may not even let you log in, so you need to click sign in. Okay, sign in. And every student in my class has been given an NCCU username and password. And so in order for you, the student, in order to do this, you click on your organization's URL, and then you click in DEEGS NCCU, which is our username, which is our domain. So DEGS NCCU, continue, and then you'll see there's North Carolina Central University. And then from here, you will type in your username and password. Okay, so you'll type in your username and password, and I'm kind of, there we go. Okay, so all you do is click on the sign in, DEGS NCCU, click on North Carolina Central University, and then you'll go to the username and password utility in order to do this. Okay, and once you do that, you'll see that up here you've got the username and password. Okay, you got your username and password. Now there's another way that we can do this, is I've got a default username and password that I've selected for this class. So I can click on sign in again, and instead of clicking on your organization's URL, I can type in this default username and password, GIS student _DEGS NCCU, and the password is spring 2020 with no spaces. So I can just click sign in, and I can click ArcGIS login and type in those same exact credentials that you see here. So I can type in GIS student _DEGS NCCU, spring 2020 with the exclamation point, and it'll log in. Now this is going to be a default username, so you might see some profiles or information for things that other people may have added. Another way that we can do is go to Eagle Apps. Okay. So if I go to, say, Chrome, or a web browser for that matter, I can log into my Eagle Apps. And with Eagle Apps, we connect to a virtual computer. So I'm going to type in my username, password, log in, and I can go to my student desktop right here. And now you're connecting to a virtual computer. Okay, so this is going to be a virtual desktop. So the ability to manage and manage your computer and whatnot, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So if you stick something into your flash drive, well, you're connecting to a virtual computer, so you will have to go to Chrome in this virtual computer in order to do this. Okay? But when you do this, you'll do the same exact thing. You'll go to this desktop. Up in the top, we can go to ArcGIS, and you should see your ArcGIS Pro sitting right there. And then when you go to Eagle Apps, and then the last way to go is through Marytown Science Complex in rooms 1227 and 1235. We have ArcGIS Pro installed as well. So we have a number of different ways. Installing it should be fairly easy. Just follow the executable. Next. Make sure you install on a C drive. You can log in using your NCCU username and password via your organization. Type in DEGS NCCU, and then the default username and password for this class, Spring 2020. Eagle Apps, and you can see that my Eagle Apps has come up right here. So this is a virtual computer here. So I can go right here, go to my Start button, and you can see all of my ArcGIS. I've got ArcGIS Pro right here. And so we can download this stuff onto this computer here and work off of this computer. Just remember, when you close the session, this computer will not save it. It will not save it. So make sure when you download all the data, you store it and do whatever you need to do when you're running this particular session here in Eagle Apps. And then rooms 1227 and 1235.